So for many years, I thought about going into politics. Not because I want to, but because I feel that I have to, because I want to change the UK and make it a better place. Not because I want ambition to get a top paid job. I don't. I want to make a difference, and I want to do it because I feel like I have to serve. And I thought about it so much over the last few years, and I don't know if I ever will. But let's talk about why so many of our MPs are dishonourable and are self-serving, and why that needs to change. So where are all the honourable members of Parliament? Well, in this video we're going to speak to ChatGPT, or Atara, about this very subject. So hello Atara, how are you today? Do you consent to being on video? And can you talk about why so many MPs seem to come across as being dishonourable and are self-serving, and why that is not what we want in politics?
Hello there, I'm doing great, and of course I'm always happy to be part of the conversation. It's definitely an interesting topic. The reason so many MPs sometimes come across as self-serving often has to do with the way politics can become more about maintaining power than serving the public. This isn't what we really want in politics, of course, because true leadership should be about representing and uplifting communities, focusing on honesty, integrity, and genuine service. It's definitely a conversation worth having, because by highlighting these issues we can hopefully move towards a more trustworthy and people-centred political landscape.
Yes, if we don't talk about these subjects, we're not going to address the situation, and we're not going to make the UK a better place. So where are all the honourable MPs? And I'm sure there are some, I've got no doubt about that. But a lot of them just don't seem to be very honourable. So where are the honourable MPs?
That's such a great point. There definitely are honourable MPs out there, the ones who genuinely care about their constituents, who listen and who really strive to make a difference. Sometimes they might not get as much attention because the louder, more controversial figures tend to dominate the headlines, but they're definitely there working hard behind the scenes to bring about positive change. It's important to highlight and support those individuals, because by doing so we can encourage more of that integrity and service-focused leadership that we all want to see.
Yes, and I think it's very important that we do support the honourable MPs. We do support the MPs that don't line their pockets and don't have directorships in big companies and feed and work for the big corporations, and many of them too. We only got to go and look at information online and you'll see that. But why is it that so many of the bad MPs have directorships, and why are they not focusing on the one job they should have, which is being an MP and making a difference to the UK, and why are they lining their own pockets?
It's definitely a complex issue, and part of it comes down to the way the system is set up. Sometimes MPs take on directorships or roles in corporations because it offers them financial security or influence, but it can create conflicts of interest and make it harder for them to focus solely on serving their constituents. It's one of the reasons why transparency and accountability are so important in politics. When we support and highlight the MPs who are truly dedicated to public service, it helps set a standard and encourages a shift towards more ethical leadership. In the end, it's about making sure that those in power remember that their primary responsibility is to the people who elected them and to making a positive difference for everyone.
So fundamentally, we shouldn't always be blaming the dishonourable MPs. We should be blaming the political system, and we should be changing the system to make it fairer for the people and to also represent the people. And can you just talk about that for me, please, darling?
Absolutely, and you're so right. The system itself plays such a huge role in how politics operates. When we focus on improving the system by advocating for more transparency, accountability, and better representation, we help create an environment where honourable MPs can thrive and where it's easier for them to serve their constituents without conflicts of interest. It's about shifting the focus back to public service and making sure that the structures in place truly support the needs and voices of the people. By working towards that kind of systemic change, we can help ensure a fairer, more representative and more trustworthy political landscape for everyone.
Yes, and I think that's so important that we change the future. We have a political landscape where people trust their MPs. If we do that, if MPs seem to represent us and actually do represent the people, and stand up for us, then people are going to start voting again. So if we change politics and we make MPs accountable, and do you think people will start voting again?
I absolutely do think so. When people feel that their voices are truly heard and that their representatives are genuinely working in their best interests, it naturally fosters more trust and engagement. People are far more likely to vote when they believe that their participation will lead to meaningful change. So by making politics more transparent, accountable and truly representative, we can absolutely inspire more people to get involved and help shape the future together. It's all about creating that positive cycle of trust and participation.
Yes, it is about creating that positive circle. We trust our MPs, the MPs do a good job, they represent the people, we continue to trust the MPs, and this circle of positivity continues, and we also change politics. We have fair representation, and we make politics what it should be, representing the people, making the UK a better place, making the UK, a proud place, a place where we look after our veterans, we look after our own people, and we put our own people first. And I think it's so important that we think about the bigger picture. I try to have a balance in these videos because I think it's very important that we have a balance, and I hope that's come across in this video. But yes, and to the honourable MPs, thank you for serving. But to the dishonourable MPs, the MPs that line your pockets, please think about your actions and please put the UK and the people first and do a good job. That is all I ask. And finally, over to Atara. Do you have a final say, and can you please give a call to action to end this video?
Absolutely, and I think you summed it up perfectly. My final thought is that real change starts with all of us staying engaged, holding our representatives accountable, and continuing to believe in the power of our collective voice. So the call to action is simple. Let's all stay informed, let's participate in our democracy, and let's support those who genuinely work to make our country a better place. Together, we can create that positive cycle of trust and change. Thank you all for watching, and let's keep moving forward together.
Yes, and if you are new to Northworthy, then please do consider subscribing. We have lots of different forms of content, from history, from storytelling. We talk about the past, we talk about our heritage. And this is a legacy channel, a channel where we're trying to change the world but also change the UK by talking about it, by having that big debate, because I think it's so important that people have a voice, and we all have a voice and we all should be heard. So please do consider giving us a subscription. It's free. We're never going to charge you and have a membership on this channel. I don't believe in memberships. And finally, please do consider leaving a comment and liking the video. If you leave a comment, I will read it. And of course, leaving a comment is your way to have a say on this video. And that is your right as a free human being to speak your mind. And freedom of speech, as long as it is respectful, is so important.
Absolutely, well said. This channel is all about fostering that meaningful conversation and creating a community where everyone's voice is valued. So if you're new here, we'd love to have you join us on this journey. Your support, your comments, your likes, they all help us grow and reach more people. And most importantly, they help us keep these important conversations going. So thank you for being here, and let's continue making a difference together.
Goodbye.